Oh, what's up? It's Eric. And, did you know, were you aware that Sprint is now within 1%, 1% of the reliability of other networks? Did you not know that? I unfortunately am inundated with that on a daily basis. As you can see, I'm crippled as hell, so I don't go out much, which means I watch a lot of TV, and so I have to see these commercials over and over and over again, and they brag about this as if it's a point of pride, like, hey, we're not quite as reliable as the other networks, but we cost less. First of all, I don't even know what that means. 1%? What is that? What does that mean? Does that mean like 1% of my calls are going to get dropped? Or like if I talk to somebody for 10 minutes, like 1 minute of that's going to be so minus the where, and we'll, I mean, what is 1%? What does that even mean? Okay. First of all, and second of all, I don't think that not being as reliable as other networks, no matter what the percentage is, should be a point of pride. But let's get into the stupidity. Been in one recently where he's at a barber shop and he's like, if you got 1% more of a haircut, would you pay twice as much? And they're like, oh no, what's 1% more of a haircut? What does that even mean? You don't get 1% more of a haircut. You either get a haircut or you don't get a haircut. There's no 1% more of a haircut. That's a stupid analogy. It makes no sense. 1% more milk. 1% more jelly beans. Anything that comes in volume, that would work with, but not haircuts. No, that doesn't work. Then there's one where they trap people in an elevator, which I am shocked that nobody got punched in the face over this. That's how I know these people aren't real people. That's the first clue that you have, because I mean, what is a worse nightmare than being? Well, I mean, I guess there are worse nightmares, but getting trapped in an elevator with somebody trying to sell you something, that's pretty bad. But where it gets crazy is they say, if I can't convince you to switch to Sprint, I'll give you $100. And then they all switch. Come on, man, really? In this economy, even if they convinced me to switch, I would lie and get the $100, man. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? If that's all they had to do to get $100 free and clear. Come on, man. And by the way these people were dressed, they definitely aren't in a position to be passing up no $100, man. I'm just saying. I'm not saying they look poor, but they sure as hell didn't look rich. All right. Then there's one that really gets me, and they've been showing this guy in a lot of commercials, but this one specifically, they meet on a park bench. Hey, aren't you that? Yeah, I used to say, can you hear me now, for Verizon? And the implication is, I switched to Sprint because it's better. No, you switched to Sprint because Verizon fired you years ago, and you need the work. Okay, you switched to Sprint because they pay you. Verizon doesn't anymore. But then they're sitting on the park bench, and this woman says, have you heard all the whining from Verizon? Yeah, the Goliath is worried. No, I haven't heard all the whining from. What the hell are you talking about? Has anybody heard all this whining from Verizon that they're talking about? If you know what they're talking about, please comment down below and tell me what the hell they're talking about. I haven't seen any commercials of them whining about anything, so I just don't know what to say. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Okay, and that's my rant about Sprint commercials. Pretty much. I guess there's more I could talk about, but it's making me itch. I'm so angry. The hell with you, Sprint. I'm never switching to Sprint, ever. I don't care if it was 10 times as reliable and free. Well, no, that's not true. If it were 10 times as reliable and free, I would totally switch. But it's not, and it's never going to be. So, yeah, keep making those stupid commercials, Sprint. It gives me something to talk about. So, yeah. Have fun.